right.
It's second and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Come on.
40 down at the 39. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half.
Are you going against a friend?
Quickly here, and that's complete.
No.
Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, Watson.
Okay.
It is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, but we just saw there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
From the gun on 3rd, Watson. Now he's forced down left. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing.
Next stream, can you do Madden 2-2?
This is taken at the 15. So we reach halftime.
I gotta see what my brother's doing.
As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. Hi again, everybody. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the league here in the unofficial midway point, week 8 of the NFL season. We'll get started over at the Mercedes-Benz Superdome in New Orleans, and they have gone to the break with the Panthers out in front. 2 touchdown passes there for Teddy Ballgame. From there, we head up to Wisconsin to check out the Packers at home in Lambeau. And they have the lead in that one over the visiting Indianapolis Colts. Aaron Jones.
Okay, I got to go. I will be back in a while.
Finally, we head to the
Cool.
shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. And that game all tied up as they do battle with the visiting Raiders. Meanwhile, our game has been a defensive struggle. Which offense can break through in the second half? Find out. Let's hand it over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gunn and Charles Davis.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taking it about the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the Patriots to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. The drive starts with a run by White. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They keep it on the ground. White again.
Like,
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they can actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin too.
On 3rd down, he'll drop the throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. First carry for Damian Harris, the Alabama man. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might well throw one over his head as this game progresses. so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
A 2nd and 10 now. Third quarter action from Foxborough. Flushed out right. Yeah, he's going to keep it here. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 and the 15. I guess no need to force it when you can do that instead. First down, 18-yard gain.
Now, that was a whole lot of open space out in front of him, wasn't it? I'm telling you, Brandon, when things are going right, they are going right.
And everything has been going their way for the most part. I saw that lane start to develop. Boom, he took advantage of it. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try and run it with White. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. James White, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Here's the Texans offense now, readying for their first possession of the 2nd half. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the 2nd half scored against them.
They were down at the half. They're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
And he give this time to the tailback. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders in the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Back now in Foxborough. It's Texans football, but they trail here as we get started in the 4th quarter. On 1st and 10, Watson. It's incomplete. Jonathan Jones that time, the one who got a hand in, knocked it away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again, Watson. A quick throw here, that's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackle. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup from the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a 1st and 10 at the 18. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves it with a 2nd and 3. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring you a 3rd and 4 coming up. There's Watson from the gun on 3rd down. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4.
Now, how about that play? He took a possible negative and turned it into positive yardage and slid down to avoid taking a big shot. Excellent job getting down and avoiding the big hit.
Here we go on 4th down. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3.
Then I got my real rate and I'm thinking, now I think the dealership or test drive.
Sounds easy.
Yeah, it is.
Well, since we're both up, who wants French toast?
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. And got his man. It's caught.
I don't know about that.
From 3 yards out. And the Texans cut into that lead.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay,
That's a no.
but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time.
Thank you.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they had the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
Doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
Oh my God, he was in.
It took them an extra look, but they found out it is a touchdown indeed. The official says this one counts. And he knocks it through. That one was an extended drive, 14 plays all told. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ballgame. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is secured by the Patriots. Getting set to go again as we look at the back, heading onto the field again. And as the numbers show, he really wasn't in the mix at the beginning, but they've got him in the rotation now, and it's proved a good move.
And that's what happens when you're a good player. There's a lot more attention drawn to you, and it's obvious that they had him in their game plan on defense, not letting him get off to a good start, but he's found a way so far here in the second half.
First down, here's White. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Whistles now in a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to be hit and taken down. 38-yard line. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. That's caught by his tight end, Dalton Keene. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
These guys are running offense like a drive. The pedal is down, stomped down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Dalton Keene, his first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone can stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now, because they see them coming and think, we got no shot to beat this team.
And his kick is good. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25. Now comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory. But it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side of this one. Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot him at the 44. On first down, it's Watson. Got a man, it's Patterson complete. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now they got to get to the line quickly. To the air yet again. Watson. Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. This duo locked in. 14 yards there. And a first down. From the red zone now. Watson. Now they set up the screen. That's complete.
Come on!
Texans touchdown.
The fuck are you assholes doing?
His second touchdown on the season. And the Texans get a bit closer. There are several elements to a well-executed screen pass. This will result in a touchdown. It had all of those elements.
Yeah, you're so right, because you really need to rush to almost get to the quarterback, almost get to the passer. Then you got to get the ball thrown perfectly, whether it's to the running back, the wide receiver, wherever the screen guy is. And of course, the blocking has to form in front to get him downfield for the touchdown.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a camera on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on
Yes, I go against bread, then me.
The very first picture that I saw when I didn't see that tooth staring back at me, so that was great.
Straighten your teeth with clear liners included. Get started today at canico.com.
A lot of folks are asking me lately how to get their dishes as clean as possible. I tell them you should try Cascade Platinum plus the power of Oxy. Cascade Platinum plus Oxy breaks down food soils some detergents leave behind, cleaning up to 99% of visible and invisible food residue, and washing it away so it doesn't redeposit on the dishes. And Oxy is Cascade's most powerful clean, formulated without chlorine or bleach. For a deep, hygienic clean you can see and feel, try Cascade Platinum plus the power of Oxy.
Good health starts with good sleep and a ring. Aura is the most accurate and personalized health technology around your finger.
Allegiant Stadium.
Las Vegas, Nevada.
Aura interprets your body's signal and heart rate,
It's
body
week
temperature,
9 of the NFL on EA Sports.
specific to you.
NFL football has come to Southern Nevada as we are in the menacing new Allegiant Stadium here in Las Vegas. Today we're set for a good AFC matchup between the New England Patriots and the Las Vegas Raiders. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. The Raiders set to go to work behind
12 and 6, huh?
and that's Derek Carr.
And it felt like in watching the game tape, he got everyone involved last week.
He was a manager.
He really was. That's a great way to put it because they ran the ball some, they threw it accurately. One touchdown pass. So he didn't, break the bank doing that, but he didn't throw any interceptions. That's the bottom line. That's why a defense loves a quarterback like that. It doesn't put them in bad situations. The coverage was good, but I just wonder if they absolutely fooled the quarterback on that play. I think he was expecting something else. Ended up with nowhere to throw the football successfully.
Back to the air on second down. It's caught. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. They get 6. That'll leave him with 3rd and 4. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So if they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
So when he saw him dump it off to the back, did you think he was going to pick up the first down there?
Well, I knew one thing. It wasn't his primary target. At least it didn't look like it. Turned out to be the play they needed, though. And it's big because it's the opening drive. So convert. So here are the Patriots now in excellent field position to start things out. And they'll be led out by the guy under center, Charles, their quarterback.
And what's a quarterback's best friend? Balance. I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you. Balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
The numbers for White a week ago: 14 carries, 59 yards, and a touchdown.
They've got a nice scheme going right now, and they run the football pretty well. In fact, I was talking with him on the field before the game, and he said he's starting to hear from the guys ahead of him on the rushing yardage total, and they want to know if he's going to jump up there and join them at the top of the list.
15 yards on the play, first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. White. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Tackled by Cole Holcomb.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline as a play caller. You're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action or stick something to him between
He is not fucking moving.
Gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up in a 3rd and 9 situation. close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short.
So much about offense is what we call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job of limiting that.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Pats have taken the early lead. They took a pretty big risk right there going for it on 4th down. But, hey, not only did they get the first down, forget about that, they got in the end zone.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Carr again here on 2nd and 10. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Trying to run for it with Jacobs. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Las Vegas sending out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. This will be fielded at the 17. 33 yards is the distance on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
Eluding the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35. So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a carry for White. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. He's brought down that time by a couple of Raiders. They'll run with White, fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. They'll run with White. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him. It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead.
As a general rule, quarterbacks don't want to lock in on a receiver before the ball is snapped. But in this case, based on the matchup he thought he was going to get, it was favorable for his tight end. He locked in on him early and found him for a touchdown.
And it's good to make it 14-0. So the drive winds up going 75 yards in 7 plays. And it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. Those are his numbers through roughly the first half of the season, and given that, you'd have to think he's on pace for a 1,000-yard campaign.
Steady as he goes, steady goes the offense. But you know what else is happening, too, because they are a team now recognized with the ability to run the football. You've got to be able to throw it better now, right? Better throwing lanes, better opportunities for the guys downfield, maybe more one-on-one coverage, which you should be able to beat easier. Yeah, he's establishing not just a tone, but an identity for his team.
And that's a discussion. And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
And that's now the second time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and get his guys the football back.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. They'll find his tight end here, Asiasi. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
On 2nd down, it's White. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. They'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Gallup over the middle. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah.
Now a loose football. The ball comes out, and the Raiders pick it up. And he'll be stopped shy of the 15 at the 14-yard line on the return. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free. Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free. This challenge was initiated by the guys in New York. Taking a look at the play, less than 2 minutes to go. Yeah, I'm sure the coach wanted to challenge. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. From 6 yards away. And the Patriots, they add on to their lead. That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there. Unable to do so, that makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Time again to see Josh Jacobs and this Vegas offense operate. And for him, it's been pretty limited involvement down on the scoreboard. Maybe time to turn to this guy. And you know me well. Winning games to me means starting with the running game and continuing to press the running game. Maybe you go away from him a little bit now, but the bottom line is he hasn't touched it enough to make a difference. Well, they haven't established that running game yet. The question is, will they? Throwing again on second down. Carr to Evans on the slant. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Carr now on first down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Jacobs. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. 3 yards the gain there, second down. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now the Raiders going to burn their third and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards. Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call. So that'll back him up 5. So after the penalty, heading in the wrong direction, 2nd and 15. Carr to throw again. Throw right side, going to be caught by Waller. Nifty running there, but it'll come on what should be the final play of half number 1. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, all right, Brandon, thank you very much. Hi again, everyone. Let's get you caught up with what's going on around the NFL as we are officially into the second half of the season. We'll start up at MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, where it was the visiting Colts who were able to pick up the road victory. 28-11 was the final. Next, we head off to check out another game And they've got the lead in that one over the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Keenan Allen, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's get up to Buffalo to check on the Bills. And they were winners in that one as they defeat the visiting Seattle Seahawks. 28-21, the final score. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team. Brandon Godden.
So here we go for half number 2. The Patriots with the lead, and they will be getting the football. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And it's been a good game for him to this point, Charles. They're winning on the scoreboard. They got to be feeling pretty good. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. They stay on the ground with White. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That one complete to Keene, the tight end. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they can do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Going on the ground, it's White. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Here's White. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
On 2nd down now, it's White. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. James White with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. Well, that turned out how they wanted. Run the toss play to the left side, go for that pylon, get in there.
And just being able to understand where the pylon was and sneak it in there, well done, well executed.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT, and it is 28-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So here comes the Raiders offense getting ready for their first possession of the second half. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, You need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things, and I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Carr. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
The offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
So after the sack, Carr in Las Vegas with a 3rd and long. And that will be incomplete. Well, the passing windows are just not there, and that's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Patriots to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They start to drive with White. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. That's a gain of 31 with right around 1 minute to go in the quarter.
That looked like a 2-deep coverage, which we call cover 2. And what that really means is you have corners, what we call rolled up in about a 5-yard area on the outside receivers. Then your safeties are back closer to the hash marks near the middle of the field, somewhere around 10 to 12 yards back. So if you can break through the first level, you've got a chance to run before you encounter any type of resistance from the safeties.
We saw the example of it right there. On 2nd down, it's White. And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call.
Get out of here, man!
So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
He'll drop to throw. And he is going to be taken down. And that should be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Back now in Las Vegas. Welcome back, everybody. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A big pickup, 18 yards, but they still stop him well short of the marker. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. James White with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. I'm not sure what other ground there is to cover here. I mean, this offense has been amazing. Just total domination, Charles.
They clicked so well, and if you really focus in on the offensive line, they've protected well when they've wanted to throw the ball. They've moved people off the line of scrimmage when they've wanted to run it. Smiles all the way around. This offense has been really good in this one.
Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So out come the Raiders. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. To throw again. Carr. He'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. From the gun, it's Carr. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. Well, they had held him pretty well in check, but if you recall back in the first quarter, you said they needed to avoid the big play. He finally gets loose.
And the thing about it, it doesn't have to be a bunch of big plays. Sometimes one big play can be enough. That's why it's tough to deal with a guy like that.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. To throw again on second down. Carr. That is caught inside the 5. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Darren Waller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Raiders are able to cash in for 6. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. And it's all but certain that this win streak is going to extend another week. Just another tremendous performance in this one. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Second and 6, just inside the 30. Back to throw. And he'll drop it underneath to White.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
That one goes for 8 yards. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Here's White. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards. Offensively, another big chunk of yardage, Charles, but defensively, they had all this talk about trying to limit explosive plays. They have not been able to do that.
They discussed it all week, but they haven't been able to execute it at all. Haven't been able to find a way to slow down this offense. They're seeking answers and not coming up with any.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now White. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll set up a throw. That's complete right around the 8. The ball comes out, and this is going to kick out of bounds. Boy, a fortunate bounce or two there. They'll keep possession back inside the 10-yard line. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part?
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Well, business as usual for them. Well on their way to another victory. Riding a serious wave of momentum from what we've seen. And so far, they haven't met their match. So if you're going to play this team in the future, your mission is clear. You better be ready to play and match their firepower.
And his kick is right through. So the drive goes 75 yards, 10 plays. And it ends with a New England touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now the Raiders offense, they get set to head back on the field. And their 4-game win streak very much in jeopardy as they go to work here late with a 1st and 10. Shotgun now for Carr. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down. One final try now for Carr. Able to find Walner. That's complete. And he is going to have the Raiders 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for the Pats, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Jacksonville to take on the Jaguars. Meanwhile, for Las Vegas, they'll fall to 5-3 with a loss. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.